In this demonstration, I'm going to show you how you can use MainSmart to analyze and report on your maintenance data. I'm going to start by going to the inventory setup screen. When I open this screen, you'll notice the data is displayed in what we call a data grid. Every screen in MainSmart has this data grid. Every screen in MainSmart can report on this data grid by going to the File, Save menu item. In this case, I want to export the entire contents of the data grid to Excel. And MainSmart will do that for you immediately. Well, what if you want to communicate this data to someone who does not have Excel? That's no problem. File, Save as a web page. Everybody has a web browser, so you can always share the data in MainSmart with someone else. Okay, another way you can report in MainSmart is by what we call detail reports. This is actually a program component we use called Crystal Reports, which is a powerful data reporting component. And we have quite a few different reports to choose from. Each screen will have its own set of reports. Now let's take a look at one of these. So these crystal reports, or detail reports as we call them, are formatted. They have groupings. In this case, we're looking at inventory by part group. So if we click on the part group, it takes us to that part group down here, and it's circled with this red line. There's quite a few capabilities here besides this. If we want to hide this group tree, as they call it, we can do so. Yeah, if we forgot our glasses, we can always expand. And there's some search capability. MainSmart finds the first instance of the word bolt. And all of these reports may be exported out of MainSmart by email or sent to one or more printers or saved as any number of different file formats. So we have PDF, rich text, which is a Microsoft Word friendly format, web page, Excel, Microsoft Word, and so on. Okay, so that's our detail reports. Now, as far as analysis goes in MainSmart, most of the analysis is done on these green background buttons. These two buttons here also provide some analysis. And I'm going to touch on a couple of these. I'm going to go to the preventive maintenance analysis. Most of these work the same way with the exception of the equipment failure analysis screen. You'll choose what you want to look at. In this case, I'll say all completed PMs. And then you can filter it by a particular person. When you add your filters, you'll click the Inquire button, and that will apply the filter. Now, this data, again, may be exported directly to Excel, or in many cases, if you pick Print Current View, you can export it to a detail report or a crystal report. Okay, another way you can analyze data in MainSmart is using the OLAP tool, and we have another video on our videos and downloads page that instructs on how to use this. For the purposes of this demonstration, I'll just briefly describe what it does. So what the OLAP does is it pulls the data from the underlying data grid, and then from here you can drag and drop fields, and MaintSmart will build a chart for you. Perhaps I want to see equipment by the failure cause and the downtime minutes. I could move these around if I'd rather see cause first and group by equipment. While all this is going on, MaintSmart is also building a chart. So if we were to, say for example, look at the work area location in minutes, this gives us the sum. It's also building a chart. And then we can change how this data looks also. For example, if we right-click on our values field, in this case it's time down, and pick the field settings menu item, we can filter this. We can say, well, I don't want to look at the sum, I want to look at the average time down. I can set the decimal places. I can display values that are above a certain range, and so on. Okay, so that's your OLAP. This OLAP can also be exported directly to Excel, by the way, for further analysis. Okay, there's other analysis tools in the program. We have OEE, Overall Equipment Effectiveness, and we have another video demo just on this. There is reliability analysis. There is cost of equipment. For example, if I want the total cost of equipment grouped by the month over the last 20 years, but I only want, say for example, the summer months, I can pull that data. And then of course I can print a report with or without a chart. In this case I do have the chart. And this particular report is going to give you all the costs associated with each equipment item. Reliability analysis. MaintSmart will analyze by equipment or groups of equipment. In this case, I want to see what percentage chance I have of a breakdown during a 168-hour production run or a 24/7 production run. And when I do that on this particular piece of equipment, I'm showing that I have a decreasing failure rate, which is good. I'd rather it decrease than increase. And I have a 2.72% chance of this equipment breaking down during this period. Okay, so you can see there's several ways to analyze data, and there are others. I encourage you to look at our videos and downloads page for more information on this, or contact us directly for a personal online demonstration.